Motor City Sports Talk. We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. And we were talking about yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, Ameer Abdullah not being happy with the Lions. It was a few days ago, and saying that he didn't get an opportunity. At Nebraska he was getting 20 carries. The Lions, he don't know when he gonna get an opportunity. But I'm not blaming the coaches, but I'm just saying this ain't right. We talked about that already. And basically, Ameer Abdullah wants to be released from the Lions. This is what this talk is. After the season, he did the same crying thing, thinking that if he talked his way and complained his way, out of the situation, the Lions would just release him, But he's doing it in such a tasteful and respectful way, it's not good enough for him to get released. And I don't know if he's went upstairs to the management and front office and just say, I would just like to be released, or I don't want to be a part of this team because it's that and that. And it's never a good reason to really negotiate your release or say your displeasure with a team through the media. I think it's the wrong way. I forgot, who he expressed his frustration with the first time, but the second time it was on the Ian Rappaport podcast. Michael Rappaport, the comedian, the actor, turned sports journalist. So, I linked it in the description in the last Abdullah video I did last week. Just go back in the archives. It's not far. And I just think it's bad, man. It's a bad look on him. You never want to talk about your displeasure through the media. Maybe he did talk to Bob Quinn and Jim Bob Cooter and stuff of that nature, man. And just, voice his displeasure. Maybe they didn't give him the right answer that he wanted, as far as being released or getting more opportunities. And I think now, in this little mini rant or issues that he got going on that he explained with Michael Rappaport, I think he's seen they bringing Kerryon Johnson, LeGarrette Blount. He's seen Tion Green get released. He's like, man, I deserve to be released. I don't want to be here no more. They don't value me. They didn't give me a fair shot. And, to him, that's how he looks at it and he views it. But to me, I don't think, I think he got a fair shot, man. He was injured the year before last. This year, he fumbled. He got, he just wasn't producing. And you got fans that say, oh, it's the offensive line. And it could be, because Jim Bob Cooter, the offensive line coach from last year, had no clue. And I think Ameer Abdullah just wanted to go in this season knowing that, okay, I just want to get another shot. And looking at two big time running backs being brought in, LeGarrette Blount and Kerryon Johnson, then you still got Theoretic. You see you falling down the depth chart. You want an opportunity to prove that you could be elite in this league. Because he came in with the Lions with a lot of hype. With the New York Jets football game, he was looking like Barry Sanders and dipping and dashing between guys. And he got the city electrified. He gave us some hope at the running back position. But when the real season came, the hope was gone. People started turning on him. He's too frail, too slow. And he wants to go somewhere else and just rectify that, man. He want to make it right. He want to be able to show that he's valued. But at the end of the day, they tried to trade him on draft day. Nobody wanted to give the Lions what they wanted from him. Was the asking price probably too high? Yeah. Because Ameer Abdullah is a talent. But one thing he isn't, in our views, is an every down back. He's not a 20 carry back like he was in college. He don't have straight line speed and he don't have the durability for that. Obviously, he can't carry the ball for it. But story about Ameer Abdullah getting here is the Lions took Ameer Abdullah right before the Arizona Cardinals was about to. They're going to take him with the next pick, but then the Arizona Cardinals later in the draft end up with David Johnson, which before last year he got injured in the first game versus the Lions, was considered a top two back in the league, him and Le'Veon Bell and Zeke Elliott. So that's just our luck, man. But should the Lions release him? I think they should just sit down and talk it out first, man. I think Ameer Abdullah has some value on his team. I still do. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I believe he has some value. In the return game, punt kick, in the receiving game, third back row, and if somebody get injured, he can help with the load, running the ball. He still can run the ball. I would like to give him another chance with this offensive line revamp and this offensive running game coordinator revamp, and this new offensive line coach, and with Jim Bob Cooter. I'd like to see him get another chance. But obviously he wants to be the guy somewhere, but he's not going to walk into anybody's training camp and be that guy. Let's be real. Would he walk in Minnesota and be that guy? No. Would he walk in Green Bay? No. New Orleans? No. Seahawks? No. Cardinals? Steelers? Buffalo? No. New England? No. No. He's not going to walk anywhere and just be that guy. Right now, it's his best opportunity, to be in a rotation as far as, what he knows and the team knows him, and go win a job in camp. Go beat out Kerryon Johnson. You know, the rookie. Go beat out Theoretic at least for the third down job. Go compete for the kick return and punt return job with Agnew, or at least be a sidekick in the kick return game. Go compete. You under contract. You're still getting paid. You know, the Lions obviously still keep you on this roster because they value you. So as they value, it will be opportunity. It will be injuries in the season. It will be a new offensive line, hopefully a bigger, better offensive line. And maybe you can beat some guys out and show them that you can be a contributor to this team. You know, because obviously if you went to the brass, the top guys, Martha Ford or top women, you went to all the front offices and stuff of that nature, and you asked for a release, you didn't get the release. I mean, what can you do? You got to play ball. You got to compete. You got to work out in the off season. You got to be the best in mini camp. You got to be the best in training camp. Go get a job, man. If it's a third down back, if it's a return job, if it's if you could become the feature back, go get a job. There's no time for complaining, man. We got a lot going on in Detroit right now. I like Ameer, but he complaining like a little baby too much. He had opportunities, injuries. And a dog in the background, excuse me. Injuries. He ready to eat. Injuries. Fumbling. Not being able to run on the inside and bounce everything to the outside. It's time for him to look at the film, get himself together, and be great. I think he still got an opportunity here. If I had my way, would I release him? Absolutely not. I'll keep him. He'd be the best third or fourth string back in the NFL. No, I got him under contract for cheap. If somebody can't trade for him and give me what I think his value is, he's staying on this football team until his contract is up. And that's just what it is, man. I'm not releasing him. He want to cry and complain. He can sit at home. We can keep suspending him, taking money from him. He don't want to shut the training camp. We can still take money from him. He gonna come here and compete and play, or he gonna sit on the bench and we gonna destroy his reputation in the league. Period. And that's what the Patriots do. That's what the other good franchises do. You with us or you against us. And we're going to make you pay for that. But I think this is a ploy by Ameer Abdullah to wiggle his way out of Motown, man. And they couldn't trade him on draft day, from rumors say. They couldn't find a proper deal for him. And it is what it is, man. So let me know what y'all think about all this complaining and ranting by Ameer Abdullah. I think he's trying to find his way out. Motor City Sports Talk. We gone.